Cosmogony, a theory, however incomplete, of the origin of heaven and earth, such as produced by primitive races in the myth-making age, and is afterwards expanded and systematized by priests, poets, or philosophers. Such a theory must be mythical in form, and after gods have arisen is likely to be a theogony, as well as a cosmogony: Babylonia, Egypt, Phoenicia, Polynesia. 1. To many, the interest of such stories will depend on their parallelism to the biblical account in Genesis 1. The anthropologist, however, will be attracted by them in proportion as they illustrate the more primitive phases of human culture. In spite of the frequent overgrowth of a luxuriant imagination, the leading ideas of really primitive cosmogonies are extremely simple. Creation out of nothing is nowhere thought of, for this is not at all a simple idea. The pre-existence of world matter is assumed, sometimes too that of heaven, as the seat of the earth maker, and that of preternatural animals, his coadjutors. The earth-making process may, among the less advanced races, be begun by a bird or some other animal, whence the term theriomorphism. For the high idea of a god is impossible till man has fully realized his own humanity. Of course, the earth-forming animal is a preternaturally gifted one, and is on the line of development towards that magnified man who, in a later stage, becomes the demiurge. Between the two comes the animal, man, i.e., a being who has not yet shed the slough of an animal shape, but combines the powers, natural and preternatural, of some animal with those of a man. Let us now collect specimens of the evidence for different varieties of cosmogony, ranging from those of the Red Indian tribes to that of the people of Israel. 2. North American stories. Theriomorphic creators are most fully attested for the Red Indian tribes, whose very backwardness renders them so valuable to an anthropologist. There is a painted image from Alaska now in the Museum of the University of Pennsylvania, which represents such an one. We see a black crow tightly holding a human mask, which he is in the act of incubating.